how's it going? How's your day been?
It hasn't been good. I didn't like what happened to me earlier today.
Why? What happened?
Okay, so you know when you sit down with a nice bowl of spaghetti, you eat spaghetti, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you sit down with a nice bowl of spaghetti, and you got the fork ready to go, and you're eating it, and you're enjoying it, and you get that elusive, perfect bite. You know the one I'm talking about? Where you've twirled it just perfectly, it's the right amount.
The right amount, not too, you don't want
It's perfectly on the fork, it's not flopping over, you're not going to have to suck it up.
Yep.
The right amount of sauce is on it. So I had a full mouth, but I managed to get that perfect twirl.
Yeah.
And the phone works. So I put the fork down, I go get the phone. It was nonsense garbage, don't worry about it. My girlfriend. And so then I go back to the plate, ready for this. The fucking thing unraveled.
It's just like life, isn't it? Everything was going well until she called.
No, I mean, it's more like spaghetti. But this just ruined my day.
Right.
Because I never got that bite back.
Right.
So,
I feel like I'm never going to get these 30 seconds of my life back.
Right, that's possible.
Can we talk about some real topics here?
Like what?
Have you heard about Harvey Weinstein? What's been going on there in the Hypocrisy Association?
This fucking guy. Are we actually going to talk about this guy?
I don't want to talk about that fat piece of shit.
I mean, you see what he's been doing, right?
Yeah.
This is what I don't get.
We're actually going to spend time talking about this. I think your spaghetti story was better than this.
Better than Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
No, but think of the hypocrisy. This is a liberal who pretends to be in favor of women. He was a Hillary supporter.
Right.
And then we find out that he's doing things. Well, what was one of the things he did?
Hanging out with her husband, Bill.
What? Yeah, did he do that?
Yeah, I think they were friends.
I was talking about the other sexual harassment stuff that he was doing. Didn't he have a woman come to his room and ask her to watch him shower?
Yeah, so he's in his bathrobe or something?
Yeah.
And then he invites them up to the hotel room. They get there, and they think that they're going to, rehearse lines or something for the next movie. And he starts trying to massage them. And they're like, get the hell away from me. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, how about you just watch me shower? And I'm like, why would anyone want to watch this 300-pound piece of shit take a shower? Even he doesn't want to watch him shower.
No one wants to watch that. Just so for everyone who doesn't know, this is a massive producer. He was involved in films like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. So he's got all these 20-something girls coming up, hoping to get a part. They think they're coming to audition for a role.
Why doesn't he just get a prostitute?
Doing weird things.
Why doesn't he get a prostitute?
Why doesn't he do anything? Anything legal and normal?
I don't know.
Or even abnormal but still legal. Why does he have to choose the abnormal and the illegal?
Especially if you're rich, get a prostitute in. But apparently he's done tons of these sexual harassment. He's sexually harassed tons of actresses. Yeah. He's been doing it for years apparently. Yeah. And he pretends to be a liberal who's in favor of women's rights.
And he's getting away with all of it.
Well, that's not even the most scary thing, is that just the other day, a former news anchor, Lauren Sidham, came out and said that they were in a restaurant about 10 years ago.
I haven't heard this story.
He had taken her on a tour of the restaurant. And at one point he tried to kiss her, and she said, no, sorry, it's not like that. I have a boyfriend. And then he said, well, if you're not going to kiss me, then just stand there and shut the hell up. And he proceeded to pull out his penis right in the hallway.
What?
In this vestibule of the restaurant, and began to masturbate while looking at her. And then he very quickly and ejaculated into a potted ficus plant.
Well, I mean, the ficus plants are the most attractive and, alluring of all the plants.
I'm partial to the ficus plant as well.
Producer, is that story actually true?
That is true. It's in all.
Well, that's what she claimed.
This is an actual allegation?
Yeah, no.
That he made love to a ficus plant.
Yes.
Well, that's incredible. I don't know if we got any more that we could possibly say.
So this man didn't need a prostitute at all. He needed a garden.
Yeah, I think a few plants in his home really would have saved a lot of sexual harassment claims for him.
Saved his marriage, saved a lot of people.
I mean, but this guy's a sick fuck. And I'm just...
You know who he is?
Yeah.
He's the real-life Jeff from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The Jeff Garland?
Yeah, Jeff Garland, Larry's agent, who goes with him everywhere, and he's just a fat, disgusting animal.
He has affairs.
Yeah, constantly philandering, constantly pursuing young women who want nothing to do. He's just, they're totally disgusted with this man. He's despicable.
Yeah, that sounds like this man.
And the one thing missing from this is the angry wife chasing him around, just going Harvey, you fat fuck. Nobody wants to watch you shower.
Yeah, I think that's
Fucking
true.
kill yourself, Harvey, because you're a waste of skin.
You masturbate in this house alone, maybe a hotel, not in a friend's house.
I have to agree with her, really.
All right, you know what, Larry? I can handle this. He's my husband. Shut the fuck up, okay? It's sick, Jeff. You don't jerk off in somebody else.
Look, I think I'm done talking about this fat fuck. I didn't even want to talk about him. I understand he's a hypocrite. He pretends to be a liberal, but I'm done with this piece of shit.
Let's move on.
So what did you want to talk about?
Well, I was reading this article, which actually dovetails nicely with this, because it was all about how you can, in the future, they think, and this used to be sci-fi, but now there's this physicist talking about how you'd be able to upload your brain into a computer and basically live forever. Like they have these quantum computers.
Like take your consciousness?
Your consciousness, yeah. Not
and
just,
your memories?
Not just your memories, but your consciousness. I don't know how they would know, but anyway, they're saying that you could take it and put it on this computer and just live forever. Now imagine...
In what way is this related to the Weinstein story?
Imagine if Harvey Weinstein could upload his brain into a computer and just live forever.
And be a sexual predator all his life?
I mean, he would put himself he would take control of like all the television sets and the ficus plants would stand no chance.
No, they'd be completely destroyed permanently.
AI and Harvey
Extinction?
Weinstein would kill us all.
But this is what I don't understand. So I've read a few different articles about uploading consciousness into a computer, and I don't get it. And it's not because I'm against immortality. I love immortality. In fact, I'd rather prefer that they find ways to put a computer in my head so that me, this physical body, can continue to exist.
Well, they're working on that. They're working on these microchips where you'll actually be able to communicate with other people. The chip in your head.
But I want the chip to help me live forever. I don't want to live in a computer. I want the computer to be in me, helping me live
you want
forever.
your physical body.
Yeah, because if you take me and put me in a computer, does that mean I'm dead?
Well, just think about it. I mean, you don't have to sleep. You don't have to eat.
Is it still me?
You don't require ficus plants.
No.
You don't require anything.
But
you're just you all the time, and you do whatever the hell you want.
But I don't see
and
it
just
as
troll
me.
and just troll other people on your free time.
I mean, you might do
So
that.
how would-
Other people might spend their time doing
so how
other
is this
things.
different from you?
Right, but I just don't see it as a continuing existence for me. I see it as a death. As soon as you take my consciousness away, put it in something else, I don't think I'm alive anymore. And I've talked to young kids, I've talked to millennials about this, and one thing that it always throws me, every time I talk to them about death, they always tell me, well, I'm not worried about death. I'm not scared of death. And I'm thinking, look, if you're an older person and you believe in God, you believe in some sort of religion, I can see not being scared. But these young kids are mostly atheists, they're agnostics. They're telling me they're not scared of death. I'm like, maybe you haven't thought of this thoroughly enough. But they seem to be really in favor of this uploading consciousness bullshit.
Well, I mean, imagine how much time you can put it on Facebook while you're in the quantum computer.
Speaking of Facebook, you saw that they actually tried to do stuff with AI too.
Yeah, oh, that's right, they did.
Didn't they create 2 types of chatbots that communicated with each other?
Yeah, so they taught them to like speak English to each other
Right.
to resolve tasks together, resolve problems together and complete tasks. And then they decided that English was not an efficient form of communication, so they developed a new language just for themselves.
That no human could decode.
Right, no human could understand
And then
the
Facebook,
language. that they would communicate.
Facebook immediately shut down this program.
Yeah.
I think that was probably for the best.
Yeah.
But now that we're on Zuckerberg and Facebook, you see what he's doing? Is he running for president? Of course. I don't understand.
Didn't you see the pictures of him? Like, he was sitting on a tractor on a farm in Wisconsin. And I couldn't believe I was reading this newspaper article. He's doing a tour of the United States. Small towns. He wants to see what is it like. He wanted to get the grub down in Texas.
Did he say that?
Yeah, I want to try the grub down
He's
there.
actually pretending to be a regular
Right.
person.
And I'm just thinking, like, this guy's worth like $50 billion or more or whatever. And he's sitting on a tractor in a farm in a field in Wisconsin, and he's leaning over to ask the farmer a question. And I'm like, what could this man possibly want to know about farming or about the other person
Do you think this will work?
that he actually cares about? He doesn't care about any of this.
No, I mean, he's trying to become president. I
He's
think.
like, how can I most closely approximate the behavior of carbon-based life forms
Is-
so that I can do well in a focus group poll?
I mean, he
of
might
who
be.
to run? And guess what? Guess what?
Yeah.
He still did better than Kamala Harris.
I just saw the latest poll. So Kamala Harris is coming in at 6%. He's coming in at 7%.
Right.
Who is like? I just want to point out my boy Bernie. He topped off on this poll, 28%.
Oh, that's great. You should give him some more money.
Yeah. Okay. Well, right now I'm spending my money investing in Facebook.
You can pay for this meal. You can pay for this meal instead.
No, I think it's your turn to pay for the meal.
I feel like you're at least getting something out of this that you didn't get out of the election.
Let's get back to Zuckerberg. I just like that he's beating Kamala Harris.
Right.
So I think that's fantastic. But who the fuck wants this man to be president? Who wants to turn over more power to these large multinational corporations? Mm-hmm. Is that not insane? Mm-hmm. In fact, I just saw this article, and take a look at this. Tell me what you think of this. The author is asking Bezos, the owner of Amazon, to take over the healthcare industry.
So Bezos already has a monopoly with Amazon.
Right.
He's already going to get a monopoly now with Whole Foods.
He took over Whole Foods.
Controls the Washington Post.
Right. One of the most influential papers. He completely controls.
Massive contracts with the U.S. government.
Right.
Like hundreds of millions of dollars.
I think the Washington Post has a $600 million deal with the CIA.
Yeah, something like that.
So now this...
the poster that Amazon...
So what the fuck are people thinking saying, hey, take over healthcare?
Yeah.
Why don't we just turn every...
Well, he's good at building monopolies.
And
why not just give him some more monopolies, see what happens?
I don't see that going poorly for our healthcare system at all.
No, I think it'll be great. But what I really like is that these guys who work for these companies, and women as well who work for these companies, particularly, we were talking about Zuckerberg with Facebook, the guy who invented the like button,
right?
I don't know if you saw this.
No.
He had actually created it, he coded it and everything. He doesn't use any of these products. He doesn't want his kids anywhere near any of these things.
Well,
he's like, they're too addictive. They're not good for people.
Makes sense to me. I got to tell you, I invested in Facebook. I thought it's going to be... I've never had Facebook.
Right.
I've never had Facebook, never had Twitter, never had
But you've done very well.
Oh, Zuckerberg's made me a lot of money.
Yeah.
I invested in him specifically because he looked like a delusional psychopath. I'm like, this guy's never going to stop. And he hasn't.
And he hasn't.
To the tune of 360% increase in his stock.
Now he's going to run for president.
Yeah, that's not good.
Maybe Bezos will help.
This sounds pretty horrifying.
Well, I got to go.
Well, where are you going? The check hasn't even come.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
No, I got it last time.
Yeah.